We're going to make a skirt for Ira. Let's have a look at the sketch. This is how the skirt is going to look like. It will be very beautiful. Perfect for some special occasions. Birthday parties, your kids' proms. I recommend taking such skirts when going for a vacation. This is the sketch, this is the customer, and this is the fabric we're going to make the skirt of. This is the crepe fabric. It's very soft and beautiful. The draping made of this fabric will look absolutely amazing. We can start working now. I'm going to show you how to make a pattern for this amazing skirt. I can let Ira go. This is her basic pattern. These are the front and the back details. I want to cut the darts in the pattern. It will be more convenient for me to work with it this way. This is the center front. There will be a fold here. This is the center back. There will be a seam here. These are the two main details. I also need to make a pattern for a detail with the draping. These details can be moved aside. This is the front detail of the skirt folded in half. Have a look at it. Do not forget to cut the dart from it as well. This is the full front pattern. I'm going to use this pattern for making a detail with the draping in it. I'm going to show you how to do it very thoroughly. These are the front and the back details. I can move the basic pattern aside. These are the details I'll be working with. First, I'm going to show you how to make the detail with the draping. Have a look at the sketch. First, we need to decide on the length of this detail. We've decided to make it about 18 centimeters long. It will go down from the waistband, and it will be 18 centimeters long. You can make it as long as you want. In order to make it 18 centimeters long, I need to make the waistline longer. I need to attach a piece of the tracing paper here in order to do it. Please, be very attentive. I want us to be very beautiful in our amazing garments with the draping. This is the line which should be made longer. Attach a piece of the tracing paper with the sticky tape. I'm going to outline the side seam in order for you to see everything clearly. This is what I'm doing now. I want you to see where the main fabric ends. This is where the waistline is. I need to add 18 centimeters here. I also need to add a half of this measurement to the hips. That means that I need to add 9 centimeters here. Be very attentive. The pattern is put on the table face up. It's important to know it because I'm working with the asymmetric detail. It is going to be draped. This part of the detail will be inserted in the side seam, and the other one will be draped. I've added 18 centimeters to the waistline and 9 centimeters to the hips. Next, I need to draw a beautiful round line through these points. It should go to the bottom.
Вот так вот уходим.
I'll outline it with a marker pen later.
Уходим вот сюда. Сейчас я ее нанесу таким маркером уже. То, что я делаю
You
сейчас,
can draw the line however you want.
вести линии так, как нам хочется.
I want it to look this way.
Вот так вот.
I remind you that the pattern is put on the table face up.
Вот это можем все.
I had made the waist and the hips wider, and then drew the round beautiful line. I'm cutting the extra details now.
Излишки отрезаем.
The pattern for the detail with the draping is almost ready.
Выкройку передана, но дальше нам нужно еще ее задрапировать.
Notice that I've added about 3 cm wide extension here. I did it in order to be able to draw the line this way.
От линии талии мы продлили, и можно немножко повысить. То есть наша линия пойдет вот так вот, немножко вверх.
Guys, don't be afraid of experiments. Practice makes perfect.
Первое, что
What should be done next?
Будьте внимательны.
I need to draw a line down from the dart top to the bottom.
Драпировка. Продлеваю от
This is how it should be
до
done.
самого низа. Вы в таком
Do everything just like I'm showing you.
делать. От конца выточки продлила линию, продлила до низа.
It doesn't matter how wide you want the draping to be. What I'm doing now should be done anyway.
Смотрите, что делаю дальше.
The original dart opening should be closed and move to the flare. Let's have a look at the second dart. I'm not going to move its opening the same way. It should be moved here. Have a look at the sketch once again.
Это у нас выточка.
There will be the pleats here, so the opening on the dart should be moved this way.
Вот так вот немножечко.
Make the seam bias. It shouldn't reach the center front. By making a bias opening, I'm turning the dart into a pleat.
Смотрите, вот наша выточка. Теперь мы вот ее закроем. А вот
This is how it should be done.
это уже у нас будет первый защип.
Close the original opening with the sticky tape.
Первый защип. А вот дальше...
Next, I need to make 2 more pleats here.
Так вот 2 защипа. А это мы уже тут делаем сами. Вот с этого
This is the distance between the center front and the closed dart.
Вот наше расстояние между... нет, между центром переда и вот...
I need to make 2 pleats in between them.
Расстояние. Мы рисуем 2 наших будущих защипа. Это
It's not hard to do it. The drawn line should be slightly round. I'm drawing the first line, and the second line will start here. The first one should go to the hips, and the second one a bit lower. I've drawn the 2 slightly round lines. The first one starts right after the center front, and the second one a bit further. I've drawn the lines this way because I don't want this detail to be too long. You can draw it however you want. I'm just showing you the needed techniques. The drawn line should be cut. Stop cutting about 1 cm before the edge.
Держался.
I had drawn 2 slightly round lines by side and cut them.
Теперь мне надо их открыть.
Next, I need to open each of the cuts for about 6 or 7 centimeters.
Вот здесь вот.
If you make the opening wider, this part of the detail will be too loose.
Тогда вот в этих местах очень много.
I want the skirt to fit Ira perfectly. This is why I'm going to make each opening just about 6 or 7 centimeters wide.
Открываю.
Watch what I'm doing.
7 сантиметров.
I'll check if the opening is accurate once again later.
Что мне надо вот здесь сейчас
I want to attach a piece of the tracing paper here. You can actually measure and mark 7 centimeters on the additional piece of paper before attaching it. Seven centimeters. Be very accurate. Watch what I'm doing. Make sure that you don't change the shape of the details.
Вот здесь вот так же зубом и отрезаем. Высшая точка.
Be very attentive. The shape of the details shouldn't be changed.
Ничего не прибавляется. Эта точка соединится с этой.
These two details should be stitched together, so the additional detail should be cut this way.
Те, что мы
I've made an opening for the ease here, so the detail should be stitched this way.
вот здесь вот
Don't make these details round, and don't change their shape. This is very important. Next, I need to make the second opening 7 centimeters wide as well. I'm going to do it absolutely the same way. Attach a piece of the tracing paper here. Measure and mark 7 centimeters on it. And then fix the opening with the sticky tape. These are the 2 points which should be stitched together. I need to make a cut from one point to the other.
И теперь отсюда я также вот так же углом должна отрезать вот это излишек.
The pattern is almost ready.
Часть выкройки готова.
This part is ready.
Здесь есть дополнительный.
There is an opening here.
Я хочу вот в этом месте
What I need to do next is to divide this opening in two.
открыть. Уже прямо не
It's not really convenient to work with this pattern. I can't wait to pin it to the fabric.
Вот отсюда немножечко.
I'm going to make an opening here. You can make it wherever you want.
Немножечко хотя бы
Make it about 5 centimeters wide.
еще. Чтобы вот в этом месте больше было.
It should be done for this part of the detail to be more flared.
Ну вот примерно вот так вот.
When I start cutting fabric, I'll ask Ira to help me. If she wants a skirt, she should work for it. Why should I make a skirt for her? Do you agree? Why should I work where she's standing idly by? Come on.
Нет, это правда. Открыли. Теперь
Have a look here.
у нас получается.
All the details are in different levels.
Вот этот угол
I need to alter them. The bottom line should be smooth and beautiful.
Четко взять вот этот.
I want to attach a piece of the tracing paper here, for you to see everything clearly.
Круг. Это я уже как бы для вас.
If I was working off the camera, I wouldn't have done it.
Делала бы этого.
Do not change the opening. I remind you that I moved the opening from the dart here.
И вот теперь
It's clearly seen now that the details are in different levels.
этот угол глубже.
They should be
Вот это
changed.
всё убираем. И так по порядку.
Work with the details just like I'm showing you.
Делать. И также
I need to do exactly the same thing here.
выступает от этого тоже. Это все выровнять. Ой,
As I've already said, the bottom line should be smooth and beautiful.
Мне было лень.
Guys, don't be lazy. Garments with draping look amazing. Do not be afraid of experiments.
Вот эти
Not everyone is as lucky as Ira is. I can't make skirts for everyone.
на волну упадет, вот
Be very attentive.
здесь
These two openings were made for the detail to be flared. They shouldn't be stitched.
разрезала. У меня получилось
Let's have a look at this side.
точка.
This is the first opening.
Защита.
I need to draw the checkpoints. Point 1 should be stitched to the point 1.
Точку 2.
Point 2 should be stitched to the point 2.
Соединить с точкой 2.
This is going to be the second pleat. The point 3 should be stitched to the point 3.
3 соединить с точкой 3.
This is going to be the third pleat. The first checkpoint,
Смотрим.
the second one, and the third one.
Первый, второй,
Don't worry.
точка 1 с точкой
I'm going to show you how to tack and stitch this part.
3. А эту часть мы покажем. Вот тут еще
The center front should be cut on the grain.
процессе работы все покажем. Вот это
It's very important.
нельзя
The center front shouldn't be cut this way or that.
долевой нити,
It should be cut right on the grain.
а именно вот долевая нить, центр переда.
The pattern for the skirt is ready.
Готово.
The front is ready, the back is ready, the pattern for the detail with the draping is ready.
Особенно мы с вами
I showed you making very thoroughly. This is how the waistline looks like now.
мы с вами поработали.
This is how the pattern for the detail with the draping looks like now. I guess you're in shock. Don't be. It's not as complicated as it seems. This is not the first garment with the draping that I'm showing you.
Потом мы еще будем очень много проходить драпировок.
The pattern for the skirt is ready. Ira is cutting the details. We place them this way in order to be able to cut a waistband here. When Ira cuts the front and the back details and starts cutting them, I'll move on to cutting the detail with the draping. I remind you that the pattern was put on the table face up. It should be cut the same way. I remind you that the detail with the draping is going to be asymmetric. The fabric shouldn't be folded in half for cutting the detail with the draping. When Ira finishes cutting the front and the back details, I'll unfold the fabric. Ira has finished cutting the front and the back details, so I can unfold this piece of fabric and start cutting the detail with the draping. When I cut the detail, we'll take it to the skirt. After that, Ira will try the tacked skirt on. Have a look at the way I'm cutting. Don't pay attention to any sharp details in the pattern. Make smooth, beautiful lines when cutting. You can draw the lines for cutting if you can't cut them by side like I'm doing it. When I cut the detail, I'll mark the checkpoints. I remind you that we don't need to add any extension to the waist. Have a look here. I need to add some to the dot opening. The dot is going to be stitched this way. Cut these details right along the pattern. It's very important for them to match.
Если мы немножко эти точки не сохраним, они будут, эта драпировка сюда вытягиваться.
I'm going to add 1.5 cm extension to the side seam.
Плавная линия. Ну и боковой шов как
Ira has added 1.5 cm seam extension to the main details.
1,5, и мы прибавляем 1,5.
Have a close look here.
Вот это место.
I remind you that there will be a fold here. This is the detail I'm talking about.
Это складочка. Складочка, которая
I'll mark the fold.
складывается. Вот наша закрытая выточка, вот наш боковой шов.
This is the side seam.
Место. Вот это наша складочка. Складочка.
This is the fold.
Отрисовали её. Дальше
This is the point 3. This is the second point 3. These are the points 2.
Точка 2.
These are the points 1.
Точка 1. Смотрите, я
I remind you that these points are going to be stitched together.
Это 2, 3, 3.
I've also marked the fold. I can detach the pattern now.
Нашу выкроечку. Ира там
Ira is taking the darts in the front and the back details. She is trying to work fast.
Выточки.
I remind you that the center front should be cut on the grain.
Вот верхняя
Be very attentive when cutting the upper part of the detail. There are still a couple of pins inserted here. I'm not going to throw the pattern away. What if Ira decides to make one more garment on this basis? I remind you that I've added some here. It was made for taking and stitching the dart. These 2 points are going to be stitched this way. It's clear now that this detail was unnecessary. It can be cut. This is how it's going to be stitched.
Как бы сильно мы его не будем.
As I've already said, this extension isn't necessary. The point 2 should be attached to the point 2.
Смотрите, как красиво получилось.
This fold already looks very beautiful.
Здесь тоже вот излишек. Точку 2.
Have a close look at what I'm doing.
Ну вот знаете, хочется
I want to move
ещё
this point about 5 millimeters higher for the detail to be more tight.
чтобы плотнее вот это прилегла наша драпировочка. Но я вот почти...
I'll pin it this
Я
way.
это все сейчас обрежу, не боюсь. Точку
Next, I need to pin the points 3 together.
Сейчас точку 3 сложим с точкой 3.
Have a look here once again.
Первую
As I've already said, I moved this point about 5 millimeters higher.
Смотрите,
I need to cut these extra pieces.
делаю. Отрезаю эти все излишки.
These points should be attached to each other as well.
И также
Have a close look at the way I'm pinning the detail.
и немножечко её вот
This
так
edge should be pinned a bit higher as well.
часть. Вот видите, да?
I know for sure that the details will be more beautiful if you pin and cut them this way.
Еще вот тут хочу.
I want to make the edge more beautiful. In order to do that, I need to move the pins a bit lower.
Булавки. Вот смотрите,
The details should be pinned this way,
первую 3
and then the extra piece should be cut.
наверх. И тоже это все срезаю. Посмотрите,
Very
как
nice.
красиво легла наша драпировочка.
Next, I need to pin the fold here. It is going to look this way.
Вот. У нас
I remind you that there was the dart here and the side seam here.
бокового шва. Но у нас
I need to pin the
бокового
fold
шва
this way.
уходит к закрытой выточке. Вот так вот. Мы вот так вот раз. Складочку заложили. Пока
When it's done,
складочку
I'll start
заложили.
taking
Сейчас
the
я буду
details.
всё заметывать. У нас там шелк есть такой.
The detail is going to look this way. It will be very beautiful.
Вот так вот вниз, она у нас вот так вот.
Amazing.
Вот так вот. Смотрите, как
I love it.
красиво. Ах, какая
I can't wait to see Ira wearing this skirt.
Боже. Какая
Ira, you are so
шикарная.
lucky.
Я
I don't make skirts for
так
everyone.
везет.
Guys, I hope that some of you will make such amazing skirts for yourselves.
Ну, думаю, что наш урок...
When we tack the details, we'll show you how to steam them.
Это все отнесем немножко на утюг.
They should be steamed very gently.
Я вам покажу.
Do not press the details and control the process.
Издалека паром, вот так вот, издалека. Вот
We're going to show you how to do it. This is very important.
табличкой, и все.
The skirt is of a very interesting design.
В качестве гостей вот
Wearing
такая
such skirt,
юбочка.
you will look
Кому
absolutely
в
amazing.
ресторан вдруг вас пригласили, вы
You can wear it to a birthday party, to a
На
prom,
самом
to
деле,
a theater,
вокруг
or to a
такой
restaurant.
одежды.
You can also wear it to
Трудно
work.
быть звездой-то в наше время.
Very beautiful. Next, I'm going to tack this detail. I don't like the way this part looks like now. I want to change it a bit. Be very attentive. Always pay attention to such details. I'm going to cut these extra pieces. I can start taking now. Ira, I also have an amazing piece of silk fabric. I think that it matches this fabric perfectly. We'll have a look at it at the fitting. I think that it will be perfect for making a top of it. Guys, I'll be honest. I don't know when we're going to show you a review of the finished skirt. It will take Ira some time to finish it. She says that I'm true. Of course she is. I'm making such an amazing skirt for her. What do you think? I like the way this detail looks like now. One of the side seams is already tacked. We're going to tack the second one next. This detail is going to be inserted in it. It's a bit shorter than the main detail is. Let's pin the waistline first. After that, we'll tack the left details. This is a regular pencil skirt with a detail with the draping attached to the front. I need to make a notch here before taking the waistline.
Она вот так должна сюда выпасть и не входить в этот шов. Вот так вот раз, вот сюда должна упасть.
I've pinned the waistline, and next I need to pin the side seam. When I do it, I'll start taking the side seam and the overcast at the bottom. The back consists of the one detail and the front of the two details. Notice that I need to stretch the fabric a bit in order to pin it. It's okay. The detail will look very beautiful due to this fact.
Не пытайтесь выровнять вот эту линию вот у этой детали дополнительной. Как шикарно.
I remind you that there are the regular darts in the main details.
Вот выточки.
Don't worry. When these details are steamed, they will look much better. Notice that the dot is hidden under this detail.
Выпадает наша вот эта деталь.
Next, I need to tack the side seam. The detail should be etched with an overlocker, as if there's just one layer of fabric in them. Don't edge the details separately. It won't be convenient to work with them in this case. This is very important.
Каждый обрабатывать отдельно вот эту отделку, отдельно вот это полотнище переднее, а потом все это будет в юбке каша. Нет.
The skirt is tacked. The only detail left to be attached is the waistband. When we do it, Ira will try the skirt on. Have a look at Ira. She is wearing the tacked skirt. It should be altered a bit. We haven't changed anything off the camera. Notice that there is a fold here on the front. This part is perfect, and so are the pleats. What should we do with these folds? We need to raise this part a bit. You see? It's perfect now. This is a minor change. The detail should be raised for about 2 centimeters. I also want to make a skirt a bit tighter at the bottom. You can make this detail of any shape and size you want.
Смотрите, как красиво все тут легло, да?
Have a look here. I want to change this part of the upper detail a bit. Ira is going to alter the main details later if she wants to. I'm not sure how to edge this detail yet. I'm thinking about the rolled hem. I remind you that there is the wrong side of the fabric seen here. Do not forget about it.
Вот здесь-то видна изнанка, вот здесь-то видна изнанка, вот в этих вот моментах. Как бы не очень красиво.
This seam should be altered a bit. It should be done for the detail to look better.
Вот ее немножечко вот здесь, когда прибираем, вот все ложится лучше.
The most important thing is that I showed you how to make a pattern for this skirt, how to cut and take it.
Уже можно работать.
I think that the skirt is very beautiful. I want to make this detail about 3 centimeters tighter. This is what the fitting is for. We need to make the garments we sew fit us perfectly.
Все равно доработки нужны.
Ira, do you want to say anything? I am absolutely happy. Irina decided to make such an amazing gift for me. I promise to show you this skirt when it's ready. I also want to make the skirt a bit tighter. This is what she's saying now. I wish you could see her off the camera. She's full of joy. I'm glad that Ira is happy. The skirt looks amazing on her. Ira, what about the fabric for the top? This is the piece of fabric I was talking about. It's silk. I think that it's very beautiful. Just imagine how beautiful would a top made of this fabric look like. Gorgeous. This fabric would look good with skirts of different colors. Gray, black, green. This outfit is absolutely amazing.
Очень, конечно, подходит к этому цвету. Я надеюсь, мы такой топ увидим.
That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. Don't be lazy and sew such amazing skirts. We're Paukshte Irina and Ira. Happy Ira. Subscribe to this channel, write comments, share the videos, press the like and the bell buttons. We would really appreciate your support. Thank you. Got it. I didn't understand anything. I'm sure that Irina will explain everyone what to do. Go have a look at yourself in the mirror.
Сходи в зеркало, взглянь, порадуй себя.